All right, guys, welcome to Fumble Fever. I know it's been a long time since we've seen y'all. Pretty much the rest of the country, the coronavirus has affected us too. We're really happy to finally be back together and filming again. I guess we'll just go ahead and call this season 2. Major news happened yesterday, like late afternoon, I'd say.
Wasn't expecting it.
No, I wasn't expecting it. I guess I might have been seeing it coming, but not completely expecting it to happen that fast. That news, of course, if you haven't heard yet, is that Cam Newton signed a 1-year deal with the New England Patriots. That is a deal worth up to $7.5 million with incentives. Dylan, I'll throw it over to you, and I'll ask you the basic question of, is this a good move for the Patriots? What do you feel?
I think so. He's definitely better than Hoyer.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, pretty much anybody is better than Hoyer, but Hoyer has been around forever, though.
Right.
He's a good, solid backup, but he's not a starter.
What about Stidham?
Stidham? I think he's in his second year, right? There's still room for improvement, so you never know. He might actually start over Cam Newton.
Yeah, I think he's going to fight for that starting position. I think that's what their hopes are. I think when it comes to the Patriots in general, I think me, along with a lot of people, always have some type of conspiracy theory as to what's the greater plan here, what's the big scheme for Robert Kraft in total for all of this. I thought about that for a second when I first got the news, but at the end of it all, I really think what's most likely to happen is what everyone's expecting it to be.
I know, you were so surprised he called me, and you never called me.
That is true. I could be dying on the side of the highway, and I would text him. I would not call him. So, and I did call you right away, and to tell you that, because it was shocking news, I guess, exciting news, especially for Cam Newton, who I think certainly deserved to be on a team. I think he was overlooked by a lot of teams.
He's definitely he's definitely better than average, I think.
Well, you're talking about a guy that's just a few years, 2015 MVP, you know, just a little bit removed from that. Injuries have obviously gotten his way.
Our senior year.
Yeah, our senior year. Memorable one for sure. But you're talking about a guy that not too long ago was at the very top of his game. Of course, 2016 happened. Panthers started going downhill a little bit. They had to deal with other
That's not all
stuff.
his fault either, because he's had injuries.
Yeah, that's what I was going.
And I think he's letting him heal finally.
Yeah.
Instead of coming back early.
Right, and I think he
probably should have sat out like 2 years of his career.
Oh, he basically did. In a sense, he kind of did sit out, not by choice, but he was there. But all in all, this is very low risk, very high reward potential for the New England Patriots. I think they sign a guy to a 1-year deal. They'll let him fight it out with Stidham, figure out who their guy is for the future through all this. They're not looking to win big this upcoming year. They've already made that clear, very clear, with the way that they drafted. So it was a no-brainer, really, for them to go ahead and take Newton, who, by the way, they were able to get at the league minimum. Okay, 7.5, that's with incentives if it goes up to that high. They took the league minimum on a guy that, like I said, was a 2015 MVP. I mean, that was a no-brainer.
And he's proven to be good with no talent around him either.
Yeah, because he makes things work. I think the biggest thing that we're going to be looking for moving forward with the Patriots is just the fact that with Cam Newton and with Jarrett Stidham, no matter who ends up being the starter, I'm not throwing Hoyer into the mix. I'm just not going to do that right now or ever unless they're both injured. Then we have to look at this whole brand new dynamic of New England Patriots that we haven't seen since pretty much as long as me and you've been alive. It's been Tom Brady and Belichick, pocket passer.
But I guess he is kind of proven with quarterbacks with Tom Brady, so maybe he can flip the script with
Well, if anybody's going to turn any bad situation into gold, it's going to be Belichick. The real question is how much longer, is Belichick there? How much longer is he going to stick around without Brady by his side? We'll see how that pans out, but this is a great
I think it determines what his record is this year, probably.
So let's say that
if they make it to the playoffs, he'll probably stay.
So you're saying just make it to the playoffs, Belichick's still in for how many more seasons? 1, 2, a few more seasons.
Probably
at
a
least.
few more, at least.
I guess I could see that.
If he sees potential, I think he's gonna stay.
I think it just depends on his own will, I guess. At the end of the day, Belichick's going to do what Belichick wants to do, and the same thing with Kraft at the head of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're both such like-minded people that they tend to butt heads a fairly good amount. So we'll see how all that pans out. I don't expect a lot from the Patriots. I think some of the teams around them are improving in their side of the division. I think the Buffalo Bills actually have probably the best shot that they've ever had at winning their division this year, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, without Brady, of course.
Yes, without Brady and with the other two teams in decline, I think Miami might be coming up a little bit.
Yeah, it's
with
kind of
Tua.
hard. It's kind of hard not to come back up from where they are, though.
Also true. When you tank the whole season,
Yeah.
you better come up.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. So I mean, we'll see how that pans out. I don't give any faith really to the Jets. So I think
Especially after losing their best receiver
right
to Carolina Panthers, which we got a really good steal, I think.
Yeah,
Anderson.
I would say you're correct about that. They obviously need a lot more work than just him.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how Teddy Bridgewater is able to handle his time in Carolina. But Cam Newton with the New England Patriots seems like a no-brainer to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for this video. If you tune in to our other video we're about to post right after this one, we'll be talking about Carolina and making some pretty shocking statements. So you're going to want to tune into that.
Maybe statements.
It's pretty. It will shock you.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna shock you.
Don't
If you're not a real diehard Carolina fan, it will shock you.
Yeah. So that should be pretty fun for you to tune into. So make sure you tune into that. And the best way to make sure you don't miss it is obviously to subscribe to the YouTube channel and continue to follow us on Twitter.
And then hit the bell notification and hit the like button and leave a comment.